Hello and welcome everyone. It is Thursday, November 15th, 2018. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day, best day of the week. That means it's time for another new Comic Haul video. It was another good week this week. I don't think there's ever a late week. Man, it's just so much stuff coming out. As usual, I want to thank all my subscribers. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and send me comments. I've tried to answer most of this past week. I've tried to be catching up, so I think I got back to most people, but thanks again. You guys are awesome, guys and girls. You're sending me great tips, asking great questions. I love being part of this community, so it's awesome. Before I get going, normally I do a comic shop shout out, but today I want to do a little talk on Stan the Man. He passed away since I did my last video, so this is the first video I'm putting out, and I just wanted to. I got a couple books autographed by him in the background. I didn't get them autographed in person. I got them. I bought them afterwards, but I'm glad I got them in my collection because he's a big part of my life growing up. I remember. It's funny, you know, the things you remember. When I was little, I read comics since, I don't know, for as long as I can remember. But I distinctly remember on long car rides up into the interior of BC with my family and reading Fantastic Four books and X-Men books from cover to cover and then back and forth, you know, a million times. Loved the stories, loved the characters, loved the art, and, you know, he was a big part of that, big part of my childhood growing up, and still to this day, until the day I am no longer around, I will be reading comics with characters that he helped create, so thank you, Stan the Man. Rest in peace, my man, and thanks so much for all the memories. So I just wanted to get that out there because he was a big part of my life growing up and will be until, like I say, until I'm no longer around. So, man, I hope I make it to 95. That's pretty darn good. I'm going to start out with a few books that came out last week that I picked up this week. I mentioned this one, Sideways Annual number 1. I thought there was some new first appearances in there, but I don't think there is. But what it is you got some different versions. Because you got the new 52 Superman that showed up a couple issues ago right at the end. And now he's running through this. And there's a bunch of Supermen from the Dark Multiverse that have now come over into the DC Universe in this issue. So that's kind of what happened in that one. This is one, Wolf Warner, I got to give him a shout out. He was mentioned in Deadpool number 6. I picked up number 5. I think I'm going to put Deadpool on my pull list. I've never really had Deadpool on my pull list. I've always kind of bought issues here and there. But this one was really good. If you haven't got this one, man, you got to pick this one up. Because there's a new character called Kill Puddle that shows up in here. And he's an awesome character. And it was a funny issue. Because he's this guy, if you're old enough like me, you remember cartoons, Coyote and the Roadrunner. You got this, reminds me so much of that. You got this guy here, Kill Puddle, who's a wicked kind of looking character. Got this huge smile on his face all the time on his mask. And every time he's trying to kill Deadpool, every time he's about to kill Deadpool, something happens and he gets wiped out. It's really funny. So all the way through, you got this guy, he's got Deadpool right in his sights, and he mentions he's got these bullets that can neutralize mutant powers and everything, so he potentially could kill him. And like I say, so he's about ready to kill him, and again, he gets, something happens to him. Where the heck was it? He gets, in this one, he gthis grabbed by this spaceship and sucked up, and it's just really funny. Yeah, so, but I could just see this character showing up in a movie. It would be awesome in a movie to have this guy, you have your Deadpool movie and every once in a while through the movie you got Kill Puddle lining him up to kill him and something happens, Deadpool turns around and goes, huh, look at that, that's kind of funny. And, there's kind of like Coyote and the Roadrunner. That would just be awesome. I really think this character's got a bit of his Kill Puddle, the Laughing Assassin is what his name is. So if you didn't get that one, I recommend you grab that one. And in the end of the book, it looks like he gets blown up, but I mean, he was blown up all the way through. So I highly suspect he'll be coming back and making appearances throughout Deadpool books in the future. And like I say, I would love to see that character in a movie. He's got a really cool vibe about him. And it's like I say, just so much reminds me of Roadrunner and Coyote, and it would be so cool to have that in a movie, just in the backdrop, behind the storyline, just have him showing up and getting blown up and stuff all the time. So that's a really good one to get. That book's is heating up a little bit too, so good one to get. As far as independents go, Bloodshot Rising Spirit #1. I read it. It's not bad. It's kind of dealing more with the origin of Bloodshot and everything else. It was okay. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a killer book or anything, but it was. You know, it was okay. Bitterroot #1. I grabbed 2 copies of that one. I got that one there, which I believe is cover A, and I think this one's cover B, but I'm not sure. But I got those 2 covers. I haven't read that one yet. That's one on my pile I got to read. Cemetery Beach #3. I got the regular cover and the variant for that. I've enjoyed the story all the way through, and this one was pretty good as well, so I really like that one. Gideon Falls, as you're all well aware, I mean, I recommended this right when it first came out, and it's been optioned and everything else, and it's a great story. I love it. Really good. Riptide #2 had a second printing. I grabbed 2 copies of that. I've been really enjoying this series, and it's a low print run. And I love how they make the covers on the reprints look like movie posters. It just looks so cool. And it's funny, I ordered a bunch of books from Red 5 a while back, and Chitwood is the writer. And it turns out he's the one who actually, I guess he's the founder of the company. I don't really know. I got to look into that a little more. But he was the one who I dealt with in email and sent me out my books and stuff. So that's kind of cool because he signed on the shipping form. So kind of cool. This is one my shop gave me or sold me. They had it, and somebody didn't want. They had requested it, and then they didn't want it. So it's Adam Green's Hatchet Vengeance #1. It's not the first issue. They've been around for a while, but it's the extreme gore cover. It's there's only 350 of these printed, and I really liked it because it's got intestines and crap hanging all over the place and guts everywhere. So it's a $9.99 cover price though, so it is a little pricey, but there's only 350 printed, and it kind of reminds me a lot of my Popeye 65, a little bit where Popeye's all zombied out and he's got guts everywhere and stuff, and I don't know, I just really liked it, so I bought it. Firefly #1. This was pretty good. If you're a fan of the TV show and the movie Serendipity, you're gonna like that one. No, Serendipity, is that the name of it? Damn it, I forget the name of it. I think it's Serendipity. Oh, now I gotta go look it up. So I know somebody will correct me in comments if I'm wrong, but the movie was great anyway. I've seen it about 10 times. So I got regular cover and the Jock variant. I really like that Jock variant. It's just a sweet looking kind of virgin cover. And last one from Independence was Alien 3. This is the one based off the original screenplay by William Gibson, and it's pretty good. I really enjoyed that one. I like aliens anyways. I usually buy the Aliens and Predators stuff from Dark Horse, so that's one I definitely picked up. I mentioned that one in my top picks video. I love that cover. That's just a wicked cover. That's that totally looks like a movie poster right there. So anyways, that's it for my Independence. Nothing, like I say, major happening there, but some good stuff. From DC, I picked up Catwoman, the Art Germ variant. I think I've seen a lot of videos that people put out. Most people have got that one. That's a really nice looking cover. I got the Yasmin Putri, who is a female. I have been advised of that by a few people, and she is doing some awesome artwork. Like, her artwork is just amazing. All her Red Hood variant covers have been just stunning. I loved her art. It's just so good. Wonder Woman 58. I got regular cover. And the Jenny Freeze, another gorgeous variant. Her artwork is really good as well. All her Wonder Woman covers have been really nice, really nice. I'm trying to get all her covers that she does because they're really good. Superman #5. I'm enjoying this story. They're still in the Phantom Zone battling Rogol Zar, and Zod shows up in this one, and it looks like he's actually going to be kind of fighting on the side of Superman. So that's kind of cool. See how that goes or how long that lasts, but anyways. Electric Warriors #1. First appearance of a bunch of characters in there, but to be honest, the story, I don't know. I read it. I gotta read it again because it's one of those ones I just gotta try and wrap my head around. But it was okay. I don't want to say it was my favorite of the week for sure, but anyways, it wasn't bad. And Batman Detective Comics $9.92. I got the Delato variant for that, and it's, dealing with Cobra and stuff. It was an okay issue and Two-Face, but I don't know. It wasn't, I don't know, there was nothing this week from DC that really struck me as amazing that I had to read or anything, but there's some good stuff there, so. I don't know if I'm getting picky or what, but anyways. Fantastic Four #3. I grabbed that one. I really like the cover on that, and like I say, all the characters kind of showed up in this issue. And I showed in my last video that Fantastic Four #4 has that new team. They're called the Fantastics. I couldn't remember the name of them. So that definitely going to grab Fantastic Four #4. Grabbed Captain Marvel Prelude. You tend to grab these just because sometimes stuff pops up in here, because these are canon for the movies. Nothing in here really struck me as amazing, but I don't know, I still grabbed it. It was a good read. Daredevil #611. I got a couple copies of that one. I've been enjoying this. I got back into Daredevil, I don't know, 6 months ago, or no, not 6 months ago. That's 607 or 606. I can't remember what issue I did. And it's been pretty good. And the next issue, 612, is the final issue of Daredevil. And then the whole Marvel Knights thing will tie into the new relaunch of The Man Without Fear. So that one's pretty good. I like Phil Notto's artwork. It's pretty good. And there was rumors that there was somebody, I think it was, I can't remember who it was. Somebody was talking about might be a new villain showing up in here. There's no new villain. It's the Vigil. There's a couple panels that show the Vigil in here, but he's not really part of the story in this one. And Daredevil's battling a whole bunch of other people and ends up fighting Bullseye at the end, and it's pretty good. I'm really liking Daredevil. Amazing Spider-Man #9. I got 2 covers for that. I like the variant on that one, the X-Men one. That's not bad. Talking about X-Men, that's one title I did not pick up this week. It was an $8 cover price, and to be honest, I haven't been buying a lot of X-Men lately. I just have not been very impressed with the writing and the art and stuff in it. Well, I shouldn't say the art's been not bad, but I don't know. It just hasn't been doing it for me, so I haven't been buying it, and I did not pick up #1. And from the reviews I've seen from other people, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it did not look all that great. Thor #7, I grabbed both covers for that one. I got the regular and again the X-Men variant. That was pretty good. Talks about Thor's first love and stuff and why he likes humans. It's pretty good if you haven't read it. Kind of more of a backstory issue there. Avengers #10, I got the regular cover. I did get the one for 10, which looks very similar to this, except it's got Ant-Man, I think, on the side. And I got the old school Avengers. So I did get that one, but it's at my shop. I got to pick it up next week. And I got the X-Men variant, as well as the 700 variant. And then I got the one for 50 that I pre-ordered online, which I won't get till probably for another week or so. But there is an all-new Red Widow that shows up in here. We don't know who it is. The original Red Widow was Ava Orlova, and in this issue, it's unknown who she is. So we'll find out down the road, I guess. But at the back of this, it's funny, you know, you go through these and there's not a lot happening, and then at the back of this issue, you get this one. I just got to find it here. Let me get to the page. You get this page, damn it, where the heck is it? Where it's all sideways, right here. So you've got, it's kind of cool because it's a landscape. So you got Wolverine talking, and you see it's kind of talking about the future and what's to come by the looks of it. So you got the Submariner on the one side, and that story arc is going on. Then you got the Punisher. Looks like he's in samurai gear and stuff, so that's kind of cool. Then you got the Man-Thing holding Thor's hammer and Iron Man's helmet over here. You got Malekith, who looks like he's part of that War of the Realms. That Thor War of the Realms story that's coming out early next year, which looks really good. Then you got Captain America's shield getting blown apart. You got Moon Knight and a bunch of zombies. So, you know, it's sometimes these little hints and stuff showing up in there is pretty cool. So I like that. But nothing, I was expecting a lot more out of that book, to be honest with you. It's a thick book. It's $5.99 cover price, and as far, you know, there's some good stuff in there, but not quite as much as I thought was going to be in there. But oh well, that's the way it goes. Infinity Warps #1, whole bunch of mashups in here. You've got Moon Girl and Squirrel Girl mashup. You've got Hot Rocks, who's Human Torch and Ben Grimm. You got Sue and Reed Richards mashup, and then you've got Squirrel Girl and damn it, is it Devil Dinosaur? I think it's Tippy Sword. I can't remember. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of mashups in here, so it's a really good one to get because you never know where these are going to go down the road. The story is not the greatest in there, but I always buy first appearances. So, Vault of Spiders number 2 was out this week, and that is the first appearance of the Spider, Captain George Stacy, who, if I remember right, died in, oh damn it, I can't remember what issue that was, 94 or 92 or something along those lines. And I don't know if it's the first appearance of Spider-Man. I can't remember, but anyways, I know it's the first appearance of the Spider. Spider-Man showed up in the last one, so she might have as well, but definitely a good one to get. Last issue of Cosmic Ghost Rider number 5. I only grabbed a couple covers for that one. There's a few more, but I wasn't going crazy on it this week. It's kind of the wrap-up of that mini-series. You learn what happens with Thanos and Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider and all that. And the funny thing with this one is you got to remember, so at the end of that Thanos wins, it looked like Cosmic Ghost Rider died. And the whole point of this, in my opinion, was it's a revival. It kind of brings him back to life. And at the end of this, he's riding off into the cosmos, and it says he'll be joining the Guardians of the Galaxy. So the whole point of it was to kind of revive him and get him back onto his path in Marvel. So he's a big character going forward. And I wouldn't doubt down the road you see him getting his own series at some point. That just... I can't see how that won't happen, but anyways, he's a good character to have. Black Order number 1, 2 covers for that one, a regular and the face variant on that. I really like this variant here. A lot of people are liking that one. I really like it too. It's a good cover. And it's a cool story, actually. This one was pretty good. Kind of deals, you learn a little bit more about the characters, in depth about them all individually and stuff, and how they fight as a team. It was... And I wish they were more kick-ass in the movie, because in the movie it's kind of like they nerfed them a bit in the movie. But anyways, picked up 2 copies of Domino number 8, gorgeous cover with Morbius on there, and with the movie coming out soon and stuff, or well, it's in the works anyways. It won't be soon, but that's a good one to own. I love that cover. That's just an awesome cover. Love it. And last one for Marvel is Venom number 8. I got the regular and the variant cover for this one. And this one reminds me a lot of... I'm just going to pull a lot of these out of here for a second. The reason I had Spider-Man in the background here, not just obviously a tribute to Stan Lee, but Spider-Man 794, that was the first time that you see... that's Threat Level Red number 1. That's where Norman Osborn is handed the container... with Carnage's symbiote in it. So that, obviously is a good one to own. I remember at the time that came out, I said, Ben, you want to get that in your collection because it's going to be a good one to own. Same thing with issue number 8 of Venom, because at the end of this is leading right into that Carnage Born, which comes out next week. Because at the end of this one, I mean, it's a good story, and it's dealing with the makers in here and trying to figure out who stole this part of the symbiote and all that stuff. But at the very end, I'm going to show some images, so if you don't want to know, you get these cloaked individuals, and they've got this tube with obviously symbiote in it, and they're standing in front of this container, or this cryogenic kind of a thing, and inside is Cletus Cassidy. So obviously they're going to merge the symbiote from Grendel with Carnage, so you're going to have Cletus Cassidy, who will still have some of the Carnage symbiote in him, with the Grendel symbiote now, and a connection to Null. And holy crap, is that going to be? He's going to be a scary ass dude. And I wouldn't doubt if in that Venom or Carnage Born next week that comes out, that's going to be a good book. And as Donny Cates has said, it's going to have some big implications going forward, and it obviously will, because it's going to change, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to change Carnage, and it may even change his appearance and some of his abilities. So boy, you want to get that book, and this is a really good one. And this one here, because of this, it's one of these ones where it's going to sit there on the shelf and nobody's going to buy it. Kind of like 794. It sat at that. I remember telling people, buy that book, and it sat there for a while and nobody bought it or really paid any attention to it until you see Carnage in the next issue show up with some new powers or something, and it all because he merged with the Grendel, and there's a tie and a null and everything else. So that's going to be a really, really good one to own. Definitely recommend you get that one. All right, going forward, I got a few things for you. Venom number 9. Talking about Venom, the next issue, there's a looks like there's a 1-for-10 variant for that with Spider-Man Noir on the cover. It just looks like a wicked-ass cover. I think it's a video game variant. And as far as I understand, it's a 1-for-10. It may just be a regular price, but either way, I want to get that one because that looks really cool. And I got to give a shout-out to Justice for Comics. He sent me a message the other day talking about that one, and it looks really cool, so got to get that one for sure. Looks like there's going to be a Hulkverines miniseries coming out in February next year. It looks like a 3-part miniseries where Wolverine and the Hulk are going to battle Weapon H and try to kill him off. And I mean, I can't see them doing that, but that's the whole point of it. Or either that, or they're going to bring him in and merge him with the Avengers or something. But anyways, oh yeah, talking about Avengers. So a little spoiler here. The Avengers 10. I forgot to mention this. Avengers 10 that just came out. There is, just so you're well, there is a new member that joins the team right at the end. It looks like Blade is now going to be joining the Avengers, which is really cool. So that's kind of a character that hasn't been around all that much, and well, it's been around, but I mean, hasn't been all that popular lately. But I'd love to see him kind of getting back into the fold. So that's awesome. So yeah, anyways, that Hulkverines miniseries that comes out February. Another one, Old Man Quill 12 issue maxi series that comes out in February as well. They're really pushing these Old Man, Logan and Old Man Hawkeye, and I haven't been buying for the most part, but there's another one coming out if you're interested in that. It looks like it might be good. So, and if you're into novels, this is not a comic, but Harley Quinn Mad Love, that just came out a couple days ago. You can get it on Amazon. It's a story about how and why she loves the Joker and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into novels and DC characters, that looks really good. Batman Beyond number 26. I mentioned this one a couple times, but the next issue comes out on the 28th of this month, a couple weeks from now. And it's got the original Joker on the cover, and it's just an awesome cover. And I'm really enjoying Batman Beyond. So that's one I'm definitely going to be getting. Breakneck number 1. This comes out from Titan Comics on December 5th. That looks really good. It's a 5-part miniseries. I'm going to definitely try to pick that one up. I've mentioned Prodigy from Image. That comes out December 5th as well. That looks pretty good. That's a Mark Millar title. And I just got to show this Spawn 293 comes out January 30th. That's just an awesome cover, and we're getting close to that 300. And I wouldn't be surprised if McFarlane 298 was his first issue of Spider-Man, and 298 was kind of that's where Venom made his first kind of sort of cameo, and then 299 was first appearance, and then 300 was first full appearance. So don't be surprised if 298 there's something starts happening in 298 through 300. So don't wait for 300 if you're going to get it. If you haven't been buying Spawn, definitely start picking it up well before 300. From IDW, this one looks really good. It's Night Moves number 1. It comes out November 28th. This is going to be a pick of the week for me when it comes out, because it's written by VJ Boyd, who is the producer. He's a TV producer, and he's currently producing the TV show SWAT, if you're into any of that kind of stuff. There's 2 covers. There's a regular cover A, and then cover B is a 1-for-10. I've already talked to my shop, and I kind of waited a little too long to get the B cover, so I'm only going to be able to cover A, but definitely one I would recommend. If you haven't talked to your shop about that one, I would now, because that one will be that's going to be one of my picks of the week, and I think that one will do really well, just because, like I say, he's that guy VJ Boyd, he's producing SWAT right now, and he's done a bunch of other shows as well, so there's a chance that may get picked up. So anyways, that's it for this week, folks. Take care, everyone. Happy hunting, and I will talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.